it's great to have you both.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. So Erin, take us back. When did you initially begin to realize there was something going on with your daughter? What kind of behavior was she exhibiting when you realized something might not be quite right?
Well, the first entrance point of me understanding that there was something going on was when she and all of her classmates, or there were 5 of them, sat in my front yard after sex ed curriculum in 7th grade, and all said that they were something on the LGBTQ plus alphabet. Not one of the girls said that they were straight. And when I asked them what cis meant, they all giggled as if cis was, well, first of all, the term meant nothing to me because it's a new term, made up term. But that was the first opening that something's going on at the schools, because none of these girls should have this language. They shouldn't know what polyamorous means or what pansexual means. They shouldn't be talking in this way because they're 11. They're not sexual beings then. That was the first entrance point of learning that something's up.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's shocking, I'm sure, as having an 11-year-old child that's talking about this type of stuff and, you know, learning these things that you would imagine would happen far down the road. What was the process like when you ultimately began to intervene and knew that you had to save your daughter from this? How did you know that, you know, something had to be done, and what did that entail?
Well, what normally happens with these girls is they start with something that's more innocuous. They pick an identity that is, for lack of a better term, almost like sweet, pansexual, because they like everyone and everything, which is a normal, like, adolescent girl wants everyone to like them and wants to be accepting of everyone. So they move from pansexual to non-binary, lesbian, and then they land on trans. And it's a, you know, it's a trajectory. They go through each one of these stages. And once they land on trans, then you're in trouble.
Wow. So was your daughter fully, like, saying that she was ready to start the transitioning process and wanting to start hormone therapy? When did you intervene? At what point?
Well, it was really over the pandemic, as she was about to, well, she started high school. It was all online. And I, you know, she's going to school right down the hallway from me. And I saw on her computer that her school was calling her by a male name, using male pronouns. All the emails were directed to a male name. And that's when I knew that I really had to intervene, that this was not a phase. This was not, you know, something that she was going to get out of on her own. And that's when I went into full mama bear mode and learned everything that I could about social contagion, what she was looking at on the internet, what these teachers were doing. And I learned very quickly that the public schools were not my friend. And I was extremely naive, thinking that, oh, I just have to call the school and say, no, don't do this. Don't call my daughter by a male name. And I gave her her name, and she's female. And what I learned quickly is that the school actually looked at me as enemy number one. They said that they needed a safe space for my child. Wow. And I asked them to define what the word safe means, because my daughter's right down the hallway from me. I asked them to tell me anything about my daughter, how tall she was she fat, skinny, what color her hair was. They knew nothing about her, but they changed her name. And I have to say I was pretty vociferous in my anger towards them. And then, you know, I had CPS show up at my door. So obviously the school thought I was unsafe and that they were the safe space, despite knowing nothing about my kid.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.